Hey guys, it's me Tech Designs here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a wallpaper. And first you're going to have to get two colors for the background. I currently have this color and this color. And I suggest mixing up any colors, doesn't matter, as long as you have everything cohesive. So first we're going to get the text. Either you can make it on Cinema 4D like this, or you can just make a straight out text, which I will be doing. Alright, so first though, we gotta go gradient. Make sure you have it on the first one, and then you have it on radial, which is this button right here. And then depending on whether you usually want the light color in the middle, because that's what usually looks nicer. And opacity on 100%, sorry. Then you put this right in the middle, drag it down to the corner, or wherever you seem fit, and you get a very nice gradient effect right here. Alright, now for the text. The text, you don't want it to be the exact same colors, but you do want to have at least one element. So I'm going to take this color, and I'm going to darken it a little bit. So then we have, a slight transition, and then take your font, and you're going to have to make it big for it. About 300. That's good. And also for the background, the size of it, it depends on really what you have for resolution. Like mine's 1360, like 782 or something like that. But then when you you just take a screenshot of your whole desktop and stuff, and then you just cut off the taskbar right there on the bottom. You can't see it though because of my recording resolution. And so now we're going to go to font. I'm going to be using my font from my Tech Designs. You can use any font you want. And we're not going to make this could be used for one word, 2 words, it all depends on what you're going to do. I'm going to use it for 2 words. Then you go to, then you go to this, and this is blending options. This is pretty much all you need to make a good enough text. So first we're going to go on to gradient with the 2 colors we made, and we're going to go to this gradient button, click the first one, and then you can either go like this, it looks a little dull, or you could go with, there's tons of different options, like radial you go. I'd reverse that though, and then you can make it, scale it, make it bigger, make it larger, or you can go to angle. You do mess with this. You gotta switch this around though, and that gives a different effect if you're kind of looking for the halfway thing. You can make it like that. Doesn't really matter. This doesn't really affect it though. See, and then we can go to reflected, which I like a lot because it makes a nice text layer, like a nice, way to look. You can either use, I'm probably going to use the, maybe the lighter one in the middle, and you can put up the scale to whatever you want. This I'm going to put it up to 124, make it 125, make it good. Then put a little drop shadow, and we're going to make this opacity to 42. Make this at 90 degree, and put the size up just a tad bit to around 7. And see, it's already giving a good effect. It's starting to look like a nice text. And stroke, you don't have to do. It's really optional. It gives like a small outline, or you can do like a white. That looks actually kind of good with that. Probably gonna keep that on. You can also change the opacity. That changes a lot. Like if you take off the opacity, it gives it like a, it takes out, it looks like it takes the place of the stroke, but the shadow's still there, so it kind of, you see through it, so it adds a little bit nice effect, depending on what you're doing. But I think I'm going to put it at, and also what's also sometimes good for big text, for small text it doesn't really work. Take one of the colors that's being used and put it around, like that looks really good right there. I'm going to keep it on that, and maybe bring this up to a little more, to about 65. And see, you already got a nice text right there. Mess with it, whatever you want, change it around. I don't know which way that looks better. Guess I'll keep it like this. And then you get a nice little simple text layer, and you can also always dabble with like in a glow, which is type of the same thing, but it's inside it, like a inner shadow, but it outlines it. You can, so then usually take one of the colors again. Now you can see like that, counteracts it, or you take a dark color, doesn't really matter. I'm going to take a dark color for this one, that dark color, and then you can mess with this, make the opacity larger, really bright. And you can mess with this, soft light it. I'm going to put it on soft light and 100% opacity, and then you can change the size if you want. I'm keeping the size on a 6. And then for outer shadow, outer glow, my bad, you can put this any way you want to. I think I'm going to do lighter, and then I'm going to do opacity overlay down 100, change the size of that. This I don't recommend putting the size up because it looks kind of ugly after that, but put the size on 5, and maybe go back to dark shadow, drop shadow, bring it down a little bit. There you go, that looks really nice. And if you're making two texts, like two text objects, my suggestion is, if you want to get the same effect, copy, paste, oops, my bad, that's my current background that I'm changing. Not copy paste, my bad, just duplicate layer. Make it type 2. You know it's not going to say type when we're done with it. And then take out your text tool, highlight it, and easily do this. Change the words. And there you go. Take this, drag it out into the middle. So pretty much, guys, this is a very good text tutorial and a nice background tutorial to make sure everything's, centered correctly. That's about right. And pretty much you can add other stuff, like if you want to go to background, okay. And then you want to take this, and then you can add patterns. Like make a pattern, I'll show a video on that. And that's a very good technique. You gotta make, and it makes it really small, and then you gotta make it really light, like that. And then you go to 100% to see what it'll look like up close. And see what I mean. That's what you'll be looking at. And that's pretty nice right there. If you don't know the lines, I'll make a tutorial next with some other techniques to do, such as how to import a logo to Cinema 4D. So that's pretty nice, guys. Put any insignia you want. You can even take these layers, rasterize it, make it more. Sorry, guys, just haven't had a video for a while. More edible. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Merge down. Bad idea. It's something you can do to. There, no. Pretty much I'm just messing around, guys. There you go. Then you can do. Doesn't really work at all. Never mind, just forget it. But then you can duplicate both. duplicate this one. And then take the bottom layer, go to filter, blur, motion blur. This has a pretty nice effect. But of course, when you make it, you're going to have to turn off the effects right there. So make it okay. Then go open up the effects, turn effects off. It adds kind of a dimmed line right there so you know what's going on. And then go to take 2, put off the effects, and go to filter, blur, motion blur, put it all the way up. And there you go. You got a nice little design right here. It looks good, it's clean, simple, easy. You can always repeat this. You can use this text in other ways. So guys, this has been Tech Designs here with a pretty good tutorial with text and how to make a nice background for your desktop. Subscribe, like, comment. Please tell me what you want me to do next. If there's any certain thing you've seen in my past videos that you want to know how to do. I'm really just making up these tutorials on the whim. This one kind of just came out of the blue too, but turned out to be a pretty good one in my standards. So hopefully I'll be making another one very soon. See you guys.